From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth. Here at Tommy Max, of course, at my bar, where everybody is welcome to have a seat, grab a beverage, and tell their story. This segment is Game Face with the ghost of Coach Campo, brought to you by YOLO Rum. Always great to have them on board. We got a couple entrepreneurs here, man. You know how I feel about entrepreneurs. I love them because they take a lot of risks, they work their butt off, and they never, ever give up. So let's welcome in to right now, Todd Marshall from All Dry Jacks is here. How are you, Todd?
Good
to see you, my man. And Curtis Brown from Laugh World.
Yes.
Good to see you guys. All right, we're going to start with you, Todd. Tell us about All Dry, how you got into it, what you guys do, and how things are going.
Yeah, things are going good. So All Dry helps people respond to water damage in their homes.
Yes.
People think of hurricanes, but it's often the refrigerator line and just the toilet valve and things that you wouldn't necessarily expect. So we help with that kind of emergency 24/7. We're licensed mold remediators.
Okay.
So we take care of that.
Good.
And all things water and mold. I know that's a riveting topic, but it's a pretty big need.
Listen, that mold is some legitimate stuff.
It's legit.
When is it just smelling that mildew is when you make the call? When do people reach out to you in terms of, finding that mold and getting rid of the mold?
Yeah. A lot of times people will smell it, and what I've learned being here in Florida, we've only been here 4.5 years, but it's a real big deal with the humidity and so forth, and a lot of people are deathly allergic.
Yep.
So, we see people call just, hey, I smell it, I sense it, I got health problems, and we'll run out and take a look at that. But a lot of times, too, we see it kind of post-water damage, especially if people don't take care of it properly.
Right.
And then it starts growing and,
How much water damage is self-inflicted by the homeowner or renter or whoever?
Quite a bit. Quite a bit.
You might forget about the tub being plugged in.
Kids, for sure. Absolutely. They'll run the tub over. They'll do all kinds of, stuff the toilet up, all kinds of toys and things. So,
What's the toughest thing you think about being an entrepreneur? What would you say?
Man, it's the hours. You have to have a high risk tolerance. You know about the hours, and you got to have a high tolerance for stress.
Yep.
Especially, we're 24/7.
No, right.
So, you want to go out and go to Tommy Max and have a beer or whatever. You got to be careful. You have somebody on call. Yeah, or the gym.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's great. Well, great to have you on the show, man.
Thank
no
you.
question about it. And Curtis, tell us about Laugh World, man. I know you're an entrepreneur, all centered around kids type thing, clothing, books,
kids
etc.
clothing.
Tell us what's going on.
Laugh World Kids Boutique. I opened it in the middle of COVID. Nobody was outside.
Right.
Just had the idea, and I said I'm gonna take it and run with it.
Nice.
Decided to jump into the clothing part of it, which it took a while to get the hang of it. Self-taught. No one showed me anything. So when you jump in head first, that is one of the problems. But it's adversity that I overcame.
Yeah.
And then I'm a children's author also, so writing books, and I'm continuously doing that. And just been really working. And
what came first, being an author?
Being an author first.
Yeah,
started it. Did some work with Orange Park Medical Center.
Cool.
They showcased my first book at one of their events one time, and then over time, I love fashion, so that just came next. And after that, man, just everything centered around kids. Anything to push positive and show them that it's different ways out here.
That's right.
Other than what they see in here.
Everyone's got a path.
Everyone has a path, and it don't have to be exactly.
That's so true.
Yeah.
All right, we walk into your store. What are we seeing, man? What people watching this show? They're gonna go check it out in Orange Park Mall.
Yeah.
What are they gonna see when they walk in?
So when you walk in, the atmosphere is really nice. I keep a sign out that says, "If you need someone to talk to, I'm here to listen." I'm big on just the community vibe. I sell brands like Psycho Bunny, Billionaire Boys Club, Lacoste, and now I'm touching into the high-end brands of it now. So I'm now into like the Givenchy stuff of it, and the Cavallis and all that. Get a little.
Parents like that shit.
They do. So it's pretty good, but I'm also still keeping my hands within the community as far as doing stuff for the schools and going out speaking to kids and everything. So
Todd mentioned stress, being able to handle stress. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur too.
Yeah.
I do a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to manage that stress.
Man, just I tell people all the time, if you're going into business, I always ask them questions like, why are you doing it? Is it a hobby or is it something that you really want to do? Because a lot of people go into business saying, oh, I want to do this. Is it a hobby?
Right.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I ask, who do you have behind you that's going to back you up?
That's right.
And I'm not talking financially. I'm talking
mentorship.
at home,
Yep.
mental, friends,
all of it.
because you need it. The stress is very high, especially for those, like you said, business, those long hours.
Yep.
The business is not coming in. The numbers are
You
down.
opened during COVID, right?
And I opened during COVID. Right. So it's like, you know, like right now the economy is not looking so great. Business drops, and you have to be able, like you said, man, just grind it out and stick to it, see it through. And it's hard. It's a very hard thing to do when you laid up at night, like, oh, I done tapped into the savings, the 401ks, the IRA, like everything. But you have to be committed. And a lot of people, I think that a lot of folks I've seen fold under that pressure just in the beginning stages. And I was like, stick to your 9 to 5.
It's funny, the hours. How many hours do you work a week? As many as it takes. I don't know. I don't add them.
I stopped counting.
I may have to answer the phone. I may have to get an email. It might be 9 o'clock, midnight. It might
midnight, 1, 2 in the morning.
I'm not up at midnight during the week, I gotta be honest. But leading up to me,
I had to learn that, though. I had to learn to do that to shut myself off. Because I used to be up 2, 3 in the morning, Instagram, somebody messaging up. I'm like, you know what? I started watching Billionaires. They're like, yo, we're in bed by, we turn it off 7 o'clock and sleep by 8 and 9. I was like,
but they're up early too.
But they're up early.
I like getting up early. For me, that's how I like rolling too. Up before everybody, and it's getting everything together and getting ready and getting after it. All right, this is a show about. The tagline is sports, is business, is life, everything we go through, right? This is Game Face with the ghost of Coach Campbell. He'll be on segments later on, but give me an athlete or an entertainer or somebody that has influenced you and still influences you.
Oh, man. Well, being from Chicago, I got to go with Michael Jordan. It's more so like business minded of what I want to do. And all just different avenues, setting myself up for different avenues. Now, outside of the business, I do like LeBron. I like the way he carries himself off the court and everything. So, you know, and I like Jones Drew, man. I went to I did something at the hospital for kids. I said he had his own wing there, and I thought that was really cool when I went over to the hospital. I
should be
that.
a good NBA Finals.
It should
the Mavs and the Celtics tonight, I believe.
Yeah, it starts tonight. Yeah, I'm thinking of Mavs. I'm thinking of Mavs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Todd, who would you say?
Man, I'm not as complex on sports, and, you know, it's I hate to do this, but I like the GOAT. You know, Tom Brady.
Who doesn't?
Me too.
Right.
I mean, it's the social aspect. The social aspect of his life too. Now, you know, it's like he just keeps carrying it forward. They just did a roast that was a gut breaker. Yeah, hilarious. Ridiculous, really. But yeah, he just the way, and he was an underdog, you know, and I like that. I mean, how he worked through, and
you know, I just read, and we got to wrap it up. I just read something on my travels where he went into the Michigan football coach's office and was complaining about not getting more time. And that coach says, you need to get your head right and go see the psychiatrist. So he goes, and he's like, look, I'm only getting 2 snaps per, like, you know, drill. And the psychiatrist is like, well, make them the 2 greatest snaps you've ever had every single day. And he's like, that changed my entire mindset on how to approach the game and approach
perspective.
Right, and it's true.
Focus.
All right, fellas, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here. All right,
man,
check out their great profiles, this conversation, and so many others, where everybody's welcome to have a seat at my bar. Just go to the dailynewsnetwork.com website. So until next time, stay safe, be cool, and we'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Even though we do have 2 different liquors, it's still one name. It's YOLO Rum, and at the end of the day, it's how you feel. And YOLO Rum, you only live once, and that's more prevalent. That's becoming more prevalent as far as the attitude and the mindset with how people live their lives. And it's not about how it used to be as far as people doing dumb stuff out here. It's more of their understanding the value of their life. And if we can bring that presence of the meaning behind life and what it means to fulfill whatever you need to fulfill in your life that makes you feel enjoyable about what you're doing, that's what YOLO will bring out as well.